In this video, I wanted to quickly touch upon the tip, the myth, the notion that zebra plecos, L046, hypensistrus zebra, whatever you want to call them, that they require moving water flow, moving water current in order to spawn. So when I first began the whole pleco breeding project, this was always kind of an end goal for me, and that end target has kind of moved now to different species, but breeding this species was always a big goal of mine. I did a lot of research on it on different forums and pages and different articles, and a lot of things I was coming across were saying that you need to have some type of moving water flow over the front of the cave in order to trigger them to spawn, or they likely will not spawn. Now, that was, I think, back in 2018 when I first began this whole project. I started with bristlenose, I moved on to L333, I did some L260, and then I moved on to the L046. Fast forward to now, and I'm here to share with you that that just simply is not true. So I've been breeding the L046 for the last few months, and let me just share with you quickly some of the data that I have, because I haven't just had one isolated spawn. In this top tank of zebra plecos I'm showing, I had my first spawn in September of 2021, another spawn in November of 2021, another spawn in December of 2021, and then most recently another spawn in February of 2022. So that's 4 spawns in the span of, let's see, something like 6 months? And I'm 99% certain that that was just one pair of zebra plecos that was doing all of that work that whole time in this group of 4. And I'm going to show some eggs here. There's actually eggs right now at the time of filming as proof that I am having spawning success with my setup. And in the other tank of zebra plecos I showed, I've had 2 spawns just this year in 2022. It's their first spawns as a group. That group is very young. They've never spawned before, so the spawns have had mixed success. They are getting better, but they're a very young pair, so there are some unfertilized eggs and eaten eggs, but 2 spawns already in the 2 months this year. So, what is the point I'm trying to make with all this? Well, this is my setup right here. I just run 2 large sponge filters in each tank running off of a large air pump. The entire 9 tanks are all running off of 1 air pump, 2 sponge filters in each tank. There's really not a lot of water movement. You know, if I drop food in here, the water doesn't move the food around if it's very small pellets. You know, it doesn't move fry around that are sitting on the bottom of the tank. Even wigglers don't get moved around. That's how little water flow there is. You can see the small little air particles in the water column, and they're really not moving that much. I mean, there's the slightest bit of movement in front of the caves, but this is, in my opinion, the closest thing to stagnant water, really. I mean, it's oxygenated, don't get me wrong, but there's not a lot of water movement, and I'm still having a ton of spawning success with these L046. So I really just wanted to put this video out there for all the people who are thinking about breeding zebra plecos and read that stuff on online forums that you really should mimic a river environment and have tons of flow going over the front of the caves. Don't get me wrong, your zebra plecos would probably love that, but you don't have to do it, and they will still be happy and breed a ton even if you're not doing that. You know, I'm not going to go in depth on all my water parameters and everything like that. They're pretty ordinary. I will post a link in the video description to my entire setup if you're curious, but what I really think it comes down to is just a very constant environment, you know, a very routine water change schedule with big water changes and good feeding schedule, the right temperature, the right cave sizes, and the right mix of males to females. I think those are the biggest factors, really. Some people would say food too, and a mixture of live food, but to be honest, I don't even really mess with live food, and I've had that much success, so that's a whole different topic for a different video. But I wanted to share my thoughts on the whole do you need water current to breed zebra plecos topic. Let me know your thoughts down below, especially if you are a fellow zebra pleco breeder. I'd love to hear your input. I just wanted to share my opinion, and hopefully it can help some of you guys who are thinking about breeding this species in the near future. If you found this video helpful in any way, hit that like button below, and if you're new to my channel and you want to see lots of pleco and aquarium videos just like this, hit that subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching.